Oh shit, it's on?
It is on, big boy.
Whoops. Hey guys. Welcome to the podcast. This is
Bubble
Dumb Podcast.
You suck, man.
I bet you're wondering why this is empty and blank. Well, to be honest with you, we're trying something new, invisible marker. I think it did its job.
And to be extra honest, there's no we in this. John just forgot the marker, which I gave him and bestowed upon him and said, please bring this back. And also, he forgot our note sheet. But he didn't bring. That's a Spanish. That's Spanish for like the class.
Spanish to class.
Spanish to class.
You know what I say? Class dismissed.
So yeah, we also there's no picture either.
It's a picture of Trump, okay? Like.
So we did find a Sharpie, but again, for some fucking reason, every time. That's why I bought my own Sharpie. But every time there's a Sharpie in this, you know, where we do our podcast for now, right? We're planning on possibly moving to a different location, you know.
Undisclosed.
Undisclosed.
Yeah.
My new place. But every time, dude, the Sharpie is always dry. I was like, people forget what's happening with that. I don't understand.
They just don't want us here.
But again, so we're gonna do this correct right now. So
Bubble
Dumb Podcast.
Hey,
so
in sync,
dude, we actually do that pretty well, except for that beginning, you know, where I was just like, oh my god, snorting coke, and then, you know, invisible ink.
Yeah, it is, you know. Like,
what are you looking back at, man? It's like you look back at something.
It's a nice drawing, okay.
But for today's podcast, this one again is going to be a little bit different. What episode are we on?
I want to say 11.
Is it 11 or 12? Because we're kind of the foodies ones.
Well, if we're counting the foodie ones, then it's probably like, what, 12, 13?
12, 13?
Yeah.
Well, I'll put in the description and everything when I do the description and everything.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. But this one, me and John wanted to discuss the pre-elections for 2024.
Yeah.
And our thoughts on literally everything about it. Who's going to win? What's going to happen afterwards? Which I think that one's going to be a longer one for us.
It's going to be ready for a long ride.
And you're going to actually kind of see firsthand, like kind of our political stance on a few things. Not everything, because we're just focusing on this, on Trump versus
Senora Harris.
Yeah, and put in the comments how you pronounce Kamala. Is it Kamala or what's the other one?
Kamala?
Kamala,
I think it's
so
Kamala.
Kamala
I'm pretty sure
or
it's
Kamala?
Kamala. I think it's actually
Kamala?
Yeah,
Kamala.
Kamala.
Great, now I can't even say her name correctly. Kamala.
I would say Miss
Kamala.
Harris or
Miss
Mrs.
Harris,
yeah.
So so that's going to be our podcast for today. We're doing a pre, and then the next one we're going to have a little surprise for you. It's funny, and then the next one, if the U.S. still exists.
I mean, it will. The land.
You think so?
Yeah, the land will always be here.
The land will always be here, but
unless it gets hit by a meteor.
Oh gosh, fingers crossed. And we're also going to talk about that in a future podcast of how many times we almost died without even knowing.
Oh, right, yeah.
By meteors and showers.
Oh yeah, that's
You've heard about that, right?
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah.
All right, so first thoughts. So if you guys aren't aware, we in the United States we're having a very, 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 in my opinion, big election coming up.
Every 4 years, guys. Every 4 years.
Yeah. So in the U.S., every 4 years we elect, a representative, or for this title, president, right?
Mm-hmm.
President essentially, leads the nation, just to give it a very layman's term. Has certain powers, certain rights, but the majority of the citizens, I would say, in my opinion, go vote for this one. We're still not perfect in it. Not everyone votes.
No.
But this is the biggest election for, the U.S., the United States, versus like Congress or House or government mayor. We suck. I'm going to say that straight up. We suck at those other things, but we do come together. Not perfectly, but I would say pretty strongly, for the U.S. presidential
For the rest
elections.
of the world, though, hey, if we go down, you come with us too,
Damn fuck. USA!
No, it's kind of true, right? It's like everything is dependent on us, how we do. So it'd be in your best interest not to talk too much shit, because if we go down, you go down too,
First thoughts and threat right there.
Nah, because a lot of
that's true.
Yeah,
but I say I disagree with you, because I think there's one nation that if they go down, we're all dead. You got it.
China.
China.
Oh.
I say if China goes down, they take us all with us.
I mean, they're struggling too, so hey. Like,
Yeah, but we get everything from them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's okay.
But what we're trying to say, USA all day, baby.
Yeah. I mean, what's China? Just like tables and chairs?
Dude, they everything. I swear they make our food now, dude, for all I know.
Made in China.
I'm just saying, dude, everything's made in China. Next thing you know, we're going to have tattoos of us made in China, man.
In Mandarin?
In Mandarin. Hey, actually, no, what's up? Ni hao ma.
I don't know what he said.
I said hello.
Oh.
I said, well, ni hao is hello, but ni hao ma is like how are you?
I was gonna say I'm cut.
I say like, I say like, ni jiao shen me zi.
Oh.
It's like, what is your name, John?
It's
John.
It's
Just like
it doesn't matter what language, it's always John.
Ni jiao shen me zi. Well, actually, mine is my ke.
My coup?
No, my, wait, it sounded like I said like coo, man. My ke.
Oh, my cup.
My ke. That's how I did. I'm like, my ke. But,
Gotta put the accent in it.
so I think Chris got a cool one, man. Miss you, Chris. If you ever see this, miss you, man.
Is it Chris Cup?
No, it's good. So it's like, I don't know why this reminds me of Spanglish. You put everything with an A. It's like, hello, you know.
I sound like you said hello.
I was like, that was a horrible example. But anyways, back to the main thing. So yeah, today's episode and everything for Blah 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 Dumb is the kind of thoughts and everything. So I guess my first question to start it off, right, the biggest one, is who do you think's gonna win?
I personally think Harris should win this actually, but then
So Harris should win. Okay.
Well, at
Okay.
least she's gonna get the popular vote, right? Like, I think that one is like a no-brainer, right?
You think so? You
Yeah, I
think so?
actually think so.
You've been
but-
hearing stuff about that?
Sort of. Well, actually, I don't know. Everything is changing all of a sudden, but I feel like she's gonna get the popular vote. But I think the sad thing is though, it's like we have a thing called an electoral college. So
Oh yeah, that's a very
depending
good
on
point.
how the votes are allocated, there's a chance like she could still lose this. Like, but I mean, if this was like in a just world where it's like who like the number of votes from the people counted, it would. I'm pretty sure she would win it. But I hear like the swing states are very close. Up and up now, free for all.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so it can really go anywhere. But I still feel like she's gonna win because I don't know the other guy. Well, he's something, all right. But then again,
I'm gonna tell you, he fucking sucks, man.
yeah,
He fucking sucks.
He does.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. Oh, so before we move on, John did bring up a good point that I totally forgot about. Very nice. Electoral college. So the U.S. I swear a lot of people don't know this within the U.S. as well as other countries outside. But we do have this weird thing that's I'm a government major. It's the biggest bullshit. So we have a popular vote, right?
Yeah.
And then we have an electoral college vote.
The popular
So the
vote.
popular vote means fucking nothing.
No.
It shows, it's what it's supposed to do, from what my understanding is, it's supposed to show the representatives that you elect within the state of the House of Congress, the important ones, right? Of, hey, this is who we want to be our leader. Literally, the head honcho, the jefe,
The grand poobah.
the grand poobah. I was hoping you would say that too. But the thing is, that shit doesn't matter. It's all about the electoral college votes, and those are the ones that count, and those are given to the Senate and House. So literally, everyone could vote for one person, but then means fucking nothing.
Yeah,
and the other person
if you're in a state like Wyoming with like 500,000 people, like if they just like their votes are just as like actually in some cases it might matter more than like someone who lives in New York or something like
Well,
that.
the problem is with electoral votes is like, so, each state, depending on the population, right, you have the Senate versus House, right?
Yeah.
So for everyone, it's always two senators, right?
Yeah.
But for the House and everything, that's the huge difference. It's depending on the population. As John was, very, again, John, great point, forgot to bring that, very nice.
Yeah.
It literally, that's what matters. So they don't give a shit about us.
No. They
So the
don't.
people that have voted you in, right, we want you to represent us. Yeah, they have their own minds,
Yeah.
they do their own things, and we'll do another huge talk later in the election of politics of how they're only supposed to make, no joke, $40,000 to $30,000, I've heard, but somehow they make 6 digits. Question? I don't know. I'm thinking very
all that
shit.
money and they still can't just like retire and fuck off when they're like old,
No, they just they keep doing more shady shit, and then anyway. So that's another time, for that. Probably bring it up every once in a while on this kind of podcast. But yeah, so you're saying Harris? You're feeling Harris?
Yeah,
is more favorable
I'm feeling
for
Harris.
2024?
I just got that little itch in my stomach. but it could be the Coke, the Oreo flavored Coca-Cola we had earlier.
Watch the foodie. You know, something should be popping up. You know, I
Yeah.
learned how to do that on YouTube. You know, foodies review number 2. I'll leave it in the frame. Horrible.
So what do you think?
So what do I think? I hope Trump never fucking runs ever again. I hope he stays true to what he said, which he probably won't.
No, he wouldn't.
You know, because that guy is a compulsive liar, piece of shit. I'm going to say this right now. There's people going to hate me for this. I do not like him. I'll give him credit in one thing. He's one of the very few people who would just say whatever the fuck he wants, and really will not really stick with it, because he will, you know, come back.
He just wants you to like him. That's really, he'll say anything to make you like him. You know?
So he is a true politician and snake,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And you know, when he just speaks his mind, I give him credit for that. But everything else, no.
I mean, that's true. I mean, like, you can speak your mind. Doesn't always mean you're right, though. But yeah, I kind of do respect people who just.
Yeah, but then he alters it. You know,
Yeah,
he counters
yeah,
it. It's
that's
like speaks his mind,
And
which
then-
is kudos for you. But then you go back and say, I never said that. That's huge.
that's a bitch move. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a very bitch move. But yeah, I hope, truthfully, Harris does win. It would be an interesting change for literally the world, because we'll get to that a little bit later within the podcast. But Trump, I'm sorry to, you know, if there's any Trump lovers, supporters, I hope you guys lose, quite honestly.
Yeah. Could I ask you a really random question
Yeah.
that I just popped up? Do you think all of this would have not happened if he just like won 2020? Like, would he just like be happy and then just move on? Like,
So I thought about that, man. I thought a joke about myself. So when we first established the country, right, and especially not when we first, right, it took a little bit, but when we established the rules and regulations, right, of government and everything, people wanted George Washington to run forever until he died, right? But George Washington said, no, we don't want no king and queen anymore.
but I was gonna say he did die shortly after, though, didn't he?
Everybody died shortly after.
Oh, yeah.
I think the only ones that actually lived long was, I think Thomas Jefferson and, who was, oh my God, he was, they make a political science joke about him.
Is it Jimmy Carter? He's
But
still
no,
alive.
he was, oh my gosh, he was the second president. Why can't I think
Oh,
of his
John
name?
Adams? Second president of the
it
U.S.?
John
Yeah, John Adams was the second
Was it really
guy.
John
Yeah.
Adams? Are you sure?
Yeah, I did I'm pretty sure. Like, I only say that because I remember I did like I remember in English class we did like in high school we did like a project.
Probably.
Yeah. Like,
Well,
and
correct me if I'm wrong on that. Correct John if he's wrong. But Thomas Jefferson and another one, it could be John Adams, right?
we're talking second president. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure it's him. Yeah.
They were the ones who actually lived, like, I think the longest out of all the founding fathers. I mean, I could be wrong with that. Benjamin Franklin, you know, was always having sex left and right, so, but he was never.
I heard he liked to get naked and smoke weed.
Dude,
But he was
look
also,
at him, man.
but he's also like a serial killer apparently.
We'll talk about that another time. We did bring that on another podcast, so, you know, earlier before. But I think if Trump won 2020, I think, I'm not gonna lie, man, it feels like there would be a wave of those people who voted for him on the riot,
Yeah.
you know, riot or storm of the Capitol, whatever you want to say. It feels like they would have changed the system and having one president do more than 2 terms.
You know, because
Yeah.
like part of me feels, well, I don't know, like part of me, there's like a little part of me that goes like, well, maybe if he won that time, maybe he would have just like buzzed off because I'm pretty sure like, well, it's kind of obvious he hates. He's doing it for ego.
Well, he stole information, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't care what everybody says, guys. Biden wasn't great either because they found out he stole information. You know, but Trump had loads and loads of it. Okay, I'm gonna be fair. Biden, you fucked up in that one, right? But also with Trump and everything of how much
He
information
kept it in
he
his
stole.
golf resort.
Yeah, he literally kept it all boxes and boxes, right? And this is when I found out Trump was running, right? You know, we made this joke. Me and you would be deported,
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
Right? I'm not even Spanish, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and also, you know, we're both U.S. citizens.
Yeah, I know. Go for
You know,
Yeah, but you know, like what is it? Well, like because we ain't white.
because we ain't white,
Yeah.
you know.
not from-
I'm half white. I'm half white. Hey, John's not.
No, I'm not.
But when I heard Trump was like, you know, I thought it was a joke because this guy, I don't know anything about him. I've heard about his name, right? And the only thing I know about him is this guy, you know, has specific ways of speaking, right? His fake orange hair, that's real supposedly. He got divorced like so many times. And then the other thing is he's got old money from his father,
Yeah.
and I don't know his whole legacy,
running as a Christian.
And he's not.
Well, you know what they say, right? All sins forgotten and wrong raised.
Yeah, if you have enough money.
Yeah. If you got enough money,
you can buy your way out. And we'll talk
then-
about that. When he held the Bible upside down too, you know. But
it's an upside down cross.
This is upside down. But like for me, to finish off is when I heard he was running, I thought that was a joke. And then when he kept getting further and further, and actually was the primary candidate for the Republican
Oh,
Party,
is this like 2016?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was very shocked, very upset because politicians suck in general, in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
There could be good ones, but the problem is, whoever is the leader of the House or the Senate, there's the one, everything's just fucking shit
You
show.
get corrupted by
Yeah.
the machine.
Because you got money. I mean, you want to make money, man.
Money
you get paid
talks.
nothing. Yeah, money
It
talks.
Yeah, it speaks all languages.
And also, money can buy
Spanish,
happiness. I
yeah.
don't care if everybody says it can buy you happiness.
Some, not all of it, but yeah.
I would say, for me, 95%.
I'm gonna say like 75, because
Yeah.
like I guess think of like Elon Musk and like Jeff Bezos and those guys look like they.
Yeah, but they choose to do that, man. They
Yeah, I know.
choose to put themselves out there. If I had
Yeah,
money
I
and
know.
everything, I wouldn't give my thoughts. I would just do the business.
I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah.
I'd just be on an island doing cocaine.
All right, first time here. There's
Yeah.
a strong sense of man. That Buzz Lightyear video really inspired you.
Yeah, I really did. I would just do a shit ton of cocaine and like go to brothels. It's like, who's ready to party?
You first heard it from John. But for a guy who's run multiple businesses and has filed bankruptcy left and right, I do not want somebody like that to be our president at all. Because a business kind of understanding and stance is people like that. I'm not saying politics is not like this, but how I felt is they don't give a shit about the human life. As long as they leave with a pocket full
Sack
of
of
money,
money,
they don't care how much they
gonna
fucking
say,
screw over and shit.
That's the corporate world for you, though. Like,
So.
nobody's your friend in the corporate world.
And then how Trump was handling it right, and also the passing of power to Biden showed a huge problem, which I don't think he should ever been reelected. I don't care what anybody says, he was an individual who said, hey, go do what you need to, right, to make sure I'm president again, right?
Yeah, well,
He incited violence,
He did,
and
yeah.
also when the violence was occurring,
he disappeared.
he disappeared, or he was at the church with the Bible upside down taking photos,
Yeah.
while people were getting scared shitless in D.C.
Yeah.
and storming the Capitol and everything. And where was he? He saw it. He didn't stop it.
He was watching television.
Yeah. And then he hurt his fellow Republican,
Oh,
individuals, right?
Oh yeah.
Who talked all shit, and you guys are chicken shit because you said fuck Donald, fuck
Yeah.
Trump, But then you guys go back. It's like I love Trump.
Yeah.
I remember that, and you guys could have died.
Yeah, you could have. You
But
should
you
have
got-
died.
yeah.
You should have died. Honestly.
And then now there's like this new wave of stupid shit where you can't talk anything bad about Trump,
I don't know why.
or you get canceled. Like Tenacious D, I'm sorry, Tenacious D. I love you guys, but Jack Black, man.
I heard.
When what's his co-star name? What's the other guy?
The other guy is KG. Kyle Gass. Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Gass.
Yeah.
You should not apologize, man. That is your right to say what you want, right?
Yeah.
It was funny to me. Everyone laughed. I heard at the concert when you made that joke when it was your birthday.
It still hurts.
It's just bullshit, man. And then
I miss Tenacious D. Oh yeah.
What would you say?
I miss Tenacious D.
Well, they're gone forever, man. I'm pretty sure Jack Black and him are never going to do that ever again because of the
My
culture we
heart.
live in.
My heart.
Yeah.
My heart.
But yeah, I mean that's mine. Like, what about you? How do you feel about? I'm going to tell you straight up. I am more of the left than right for myself. So I'm going to tell you that straight up.
Well, me, I'm just nihilistic, but
He goes a little bit into myself.
but I lean left. I lean
Yeah.
left, but like I'm nihilistic.
We would say we're in the middle,
Can't really
But I say I'm in the left more.
Can't really say middle. 'Cause
I'm not an extreme leftist, okay? I do believe in some Republican stuff, right? Some. I'm not talking about all. That's why I'm
Yeah.
more the left.
Yeah, but they don't.
but they
they obviously don't practice what they preach.
Yeah, no
like-
one does. If we're gonna be honest, the left sucks too. The right sucks. Everybody sucks, man.
But I wouldn't really call it like Democratic really left though. But yeah, would I like?
What do you mean by that?
Like, would you really call them like left? Like, I wouldn't really call them commies or Marxists or whatever the fuck.
Oh, you mean the
yeah.
Republicans? What they call them?
Yeah, like no, like Democrats. Like I wouldn't call Democrats like left. I mean, they're left leaning, right? But like they're not like far left. That's people.
Well, there's some people. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Yeah.
the far like extreme left.
Yeah, like no, but like I wouldn't say like most of the people in that party are like exactly like what they call Marxist or like commies or something.
Yeah, so you get that from the Republicans. That's what
Yeah,
Republicans call them.
yeah.
To people who use those kind of political terms and everything, please look them up. Because you guys got to stop using that shit, especially when it came to COVID and you're calling people who actually wear masks communists. You can go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, no.
That was and like you guys were comparing yourself to Jewish internment camps. That was good for you. Good for you.
Say, but
you know,
you guys hate the Jews.
You know, yeah. It's just,
why are you calling yourself something you hate? You know?
didn't Trump blame New York for New York being so fucked up because of the Jews, dude?
There was a lady that like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, there we go. Yep,
that says like there's like a Jewish space laser, you know. Like,
he's up there, you know. He's saying boop.
You know, my friend who's Jewish told me it's real, guys. You know, 100% real.
With
So
them,
don't fuck with them, right? Like,
you know,
it's gonna be like that scene from Independence Day. You were like blowing up the Capitol. Was it the Capitol or the White House? I can't remember that movie. It's been a while.
no, it was.
They blew up.
No, it was. So
something.
you're thinking of. I don't think it was the White. So there's two movies, right? So have you seen
I seen the one that came out like
Die Hard?
No,
Die Hard had like literally a prop replica of the White House, and so it just exploded.
Oh.
And then I'm pretty sure. Correct me, you know, if you watch Independence, great movie. If you watch Independence Day, I thought it was they shot the laser, and then like from like the impact and like you know the ferocity of it, like then it went to the White House and like you know kind of vaporized it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, they could have shot the laser. I can't remember.
That was we all would have died. Like, well, I don't know if you were here during that time, though. I think you were still in the West Coast around that.
For Independence Day?
Yeah, when the movie came out, like
When did it come out? Do you remember?
like 1990.
Oh yeah, if it was before 2003 or 2, then I was still in the West.
Oh, well, you would have been fine. I would have been dead.
No, they blew up California.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
So we both put it.
Yeah, we both died
yeah.
because I lived in LA and I think Will Smith was in LA. So yeah, we were both dead, man.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, they destroyed New York.
Yeah, I do
I
remember.
remember that one, and then they destroyed, the White House because you saw like the helicopter leave, and the guy's like, oh, just dead. And then California, you know, you saw that, you know, like everything just vaporized. But anyways, going back, like, so your kind of like thoughts on it, like, you know, do you like when Trump was running, and you know, your kind of thoughts of how he ran it?
Oh, so when I first heard of him back in 2016, I was like, oh, he's just a joke, but like, you know.
Same thing, yeah.
And like, you know, when he won, I was basically just going like, wow, so there's like a lot of secretly racist people out here, you know, like not just in the deep south, up here north too, you know. Well, I guess we're technically mid-Atlantic, but like, yeah, so like I was like, wow, okay, so obviously I'm pretty like a lot of these kind of knew like no one's really gonna be ashamed of you because he won of his political views. So, you know, I kind of thought he would give up after like he lost, and he's still here. He just won't go away. And sometimes like, dude, just give it up, man. It's like, aren't you like everyone's here's tired of this crap? Come on, man, just go home. You know?
Sore loser, man.
Yeah,
you were definitely given a silver spoon, Mr. Trump. Definitely a silver spoon.
A silver spoon, yeah.
And you got everything you ever wanted. You probably did questionable things to certain people, and you probably got people fired for a mistake that you did.
And to your daughter. You're a very weird guy. Don't make those weird comments about your daughter.
Especially it's like, you know, I wouldn't bang my daughter.
Yeah, if she wasn't my daughter, but I wouldn't say that.
That is the leader I want right there.
Yeah,
you know?
that's.
And please, no one clip that. I'm saying that right after. I'm joking. I am joking.
You know, I can already imagine they ask him like, "Hey, so Mr. Trump, what's your favorite position in bed?" And he's like, "Oh, missionary. You never turn your back on family, right?"
I like that. Is that did you make that up?
It's not really a joke. It's like those jokes those Alabamians make.
Oh, yeah, you never turn your back on family. That's good. That's really good and dark. But
So yeah, like I mean, obviously, well, I mean, there's still a lot of secretly racist people out there here, even here in Northern Virginia.
Trump brought out, I think, the truth. A lot of people who are
right leaning.
and racist.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what race, man. Like Asian, black, Hispanic, white.
Everyone hated each other, man. It was I don't know, man. Those 4 years and the end of the transition of power that was the first ever. We've never ever had that in U.S. history.
And we're still living through history, guys.
Yeah.
So, hey, put this for the books.
And I'm always curious of how they're going to write that in history books. Of like the violence and the
it depends who wins.
No, I'm talking about like it already happened. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I know, but it depends who wins too, because like history is written by the winners, right?
That's
like,
true.
Yeah, so
That's true.
hey, if you're here, you should go vote. If you're in a red state, no matter, just vote anyways, because like.
And then also he destroyed the Supreme Court. When I say destroyed, he put all the fucking assholes in the Supreme Court and the women. You guys lost all your rights, man. You're hearing it from me, man. It's just gonna get worse, and for the women said no, that's right and everything. I was like, okay,
yeah.
If you guys don't want to have more say and everything, and kind of look back in the past, and
what's that lady you used to like? What's her name? Brandy White or Brandy Love?
You the porn star?
Yeah, the porn star.
Brandy Love, I think.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Yeah, she's hot. She's hot, but now I can't look at the same. Like for
So,
like a gilf,
if you
yeah.
can believe, there was like a lot of sex workers can be right leaning, which is like a lot of these people think sex work is like it's haram. I guess how they say in Arabic, So like, it's like you're literally voting against your own industry, like. But I guess
she made all the money and all the fans and everything. You should tell them why you brought that up.
Oh yeah, because she went to a Republican convention and got kicked out because because they thought she was basically like sinful and unpure, basically.
And ironically,
a lot of these guys are pretty much know.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories out there, and they're not stories. They're actually pictures taken of very big orgies, right? And then you guys are very true to the kind of Christian, family sense, but you guys are cheating left and right. And
well, I guess I already told you earlier, right? There's that concept of psychology called the shadow self. Like, do you want me to explain?
Yeah, please.
So the shadow self is a concept by a guy named Carl Jung, not the Carl
That'll be another time, another story. That'll be great for story time of Mike, part 1.
But so basically it says we all have a version of ourselves that our ego doesn't want to acknowledge. Well, and what it means by that is like we have something we kind of do or we're into that like no one else would approve of because they tell us it's not something we're supposed to like do, and and you got to find a way to like let it slowly express that other ego of you, or else it becomes its own entity that you won't be able to control. Kind of reminds you of those Christian folks because like they're basically taught to be basically really dull and very like abstinence growing up. So like so a lot of these guys like are really just really horned up, just like cokeheads, basically crackheads, and they're like out here like having extramarital affairs, breaking like everything they stand for. But well, I guess how they say in religion, all sins forgotten and wrong raised. But well, you go to church, but yeah, so like, I mean, for a lot of these people, it would just be easier if you just masturbated, but no, like, you're out here like cheating on your wife, cheating on your partner. I don't know, there's something weird about
destroying your family.
Yeah, destroying your family, you're teaching your kids like.
It'd be bad.
Actually, to be afraid of the world, because like, you got a lot of them don't even you guys don't even let your kids watch like normal cartoons. You got to watch that.
I say it's both though, because it's either that or the other extreme where you can do whatever you want, right?
Yeah, no, but I was gonna say like I'm just thinking like those weird shows like Caleb and Sophia, which is like basically like Jehovah Witness propaganda, like
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a show. It's a really whack show.
I thought you were gonna say wet. It's a really wet
well, I
show.
mean, they did make an episode about like Noah's Ark, so I guess it is wet too. So.
That was good. That was
yeah,
good.
so.
Very, very, very well said, man.
But there were no dinosaurs on the Ark, though. What the fuck, Oh, sorry, right. You guys think like the world is 6,000 years old, not like 5. How old is their world?
Like billions.
Like 4 billion, 5 billion. Like,
it's super fucking old, man.
But no, you
but
guys.
Everything was created in 7 days.
Yeah.
But does it make sense though? The 7th day, God took a rest. So
yeah, he
really
took a rest.
like.
What was I gonna say? Like
And then 6 is a bad number too.
6? No, 666 is. 6
I
is
like you put it with your middle finger there too, dude.
but 6 is just it's an even number. It's a pure number, you know. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion about these religious kooks, and like they'll really break. I was gonna say another example too is what recently happened with that hurricane. You know, like they're complaining that they're not getting help from from the government when like their whole politics is like they don't want a free handout from the government. So what is it? You want?
Yeah, we're talking about Florida. We're talking about you Floridians.
Floridians and you dumb fuck Kentuckians. You know, like yeah, I said what I said. Fuck you, mountain people, man. Like
I agree with John.
yeah, like no, like seriously, man. Get over yourselves, man. I hate saying it. You guys love coal, but coal is dead. You know, it's done. That's it, man. Like that small town America dream is dead now. Like I don't know why you guys keep wanting to go back there. You guys died of like what, black lung or something like that. Like, come on, get your shit together.
And they always say it's a man's job.
Nah, it's a woman's job too. But everybody dies a horrible death that way.
That's true.
But I mean, me and you are most likely the canaries in the coal mine.
Oh yeah, we're going in first. So if you hey Mike.
Hey,
I send John next. Send John to check out my mic. John. Oh yeah, so we know that path is dead.
But yeah, so that's my rant on these people. I mean, some of them are. I mean, I kind of respect that they can be open and they can be fairly friendly compared to like city folks. City folks can't really look in the same way without them thinking you're like offending them. But besides that, like your politics are shit, man. Just straight, like as Michael Jackson say, doo-doo feces, you know, like
doo-doo feces.
Doo-doo feces. But yeah, so that's my rant. I guess that's it, right? Like, I guess you want to talk about like what's your opinion on if the president is also a woman's job or?
Okay, so we talked about that. You know how we feel. The next one is like, I guess we can say is like, who do you think's gonna win? You said Harris?
Yeah, I said Harris.
So I'm also going to say Harris. I prefer Harris over Trump because of how Trump ran it last time, especially with one of the biggest events that happened of COVID, right? And also him saying he survived it, go fuck yourself, you have the best medical team versus everyone else who had nothing.
Sure they gave him experimental medicine.
No, they probably gave him horse strength, man. Remember that bullshit from
that just made you shit. Like
I was told from a BOA representative when I was working for BOA Bank of America
it was like,
to take horse strength.
Did you, Mike? Did you take
No,
it?
God, no, dude.
I know a cousin.
Joe Rogan.
I knew a cousin that took
Did
it.
it?
Yeah, and she was like, my stomach hurts. So I was like, well, no crap.
Yeah, no
like,
fucking shit, man. It's called horse strength.
Well, I mean, she's like,
no, it was not tranquilizer. It was a horse.
It's a horse dewormer.
Yeah, horse dewormer.
Yeah, it gets crazier the more you do realize like a virus isn't a worm or a parasite.
It can be, but it's not that.
I actually know it isn't. I don't think it is by definition, but we got to get a scientist to clear that up.
But yeah, I'm favoring more of Harris. The reason is I just don't like Trump. That's just straight up.
I hate him as a person too.
Man, it's just the people, man. And then, funny thing though, I did want to bring in this podcast. I saw for the first time a political inflatable in somebody's front yard as a Halloween decoration of Trump.
Well, he's a scary guy, so.
Oh, that was good. Damn, I didn't think of that. That was good. But what if that was the joke? Is like, I'm not a supporter of Trump, but I have this because it's scary.
There's one way you can also tell, a Trump supporter won't shut the fuck up if they're a Trump supporter. Like they'll let you know. They'll put like a shit ton of
the signs.
Everywhere.
Those advertisements, saying Trump.
You know a guy.
I think my favorite one that people are saying, and this is my favorite thing. Every politician does this. Harris will do this too. Is I will lower taxes. The biggest bullshit.
I'm a worker. I work in that profession. It's a lie. It's supposed to go up.
It's always going to go up.
But by concept, but that's like how the concept of this dumb economy works. Though it's always supposed to go up. The inflation is supposed to be like a steady rise up. If you want to talk about wages not going up, that's a different topic for another day.
We'll talk about that.
But it's this number goes up. I don't know why. Until one day, I guess we have infinity. Dollar bills.
I think the only time it would kind of stagnate and actually become something is when we have a microwave that can produce any food you want for free. All you need is some water or some shit, but then water probably be $1,000 or something.
Yeah, climate change. Will there even be drinkable water? For us. Well, I mean, if you're
There's a lot of questions for us, man. It's like, will there be anything for us in the future? Social Security.
Well, nah, we're gonna work till we die. But I guess that's why I stay fit, so I can live forever. Although I don't want to live forever, though.
There's so many missed science things right there. You stay fit, yeah, it does help you, but your body does catch up to you.
No,
child.
it won't.
It won't. Fuck you, Mike.
It's like when I'm 110, I'll feel like a 60-year-old. I'll start losing my mind though. I'll just start going like. I'll just start thinking like day is night and night is day. You know, it's like at midnight, dressed
You
up in a
fucking sound like
suit.
a vampire, dude.
It's like one, two. I've come to drink your blood, Bloody Mary. Hold the Mary.
Hope my middle finger goes up through the grave and my bony middle finger flicking you off when you do that stupid shit.
I mean,
Well, when I'm dead
Oh.
and you're still alive, I'm like, John.
you can visit me as a ghost if you want, Mike.
Hell no, man. I got better things to do, man. I'm gonna go
Like
do
what?
it. Huh?
Like what?
Fucking watch people and they have sex, man. Be weird. Yeah.
I like that. But hey, you still take the time to visit though. Come on, man. It only takes like 2
Yeah,
seconds.
every once in a while.
Just take.
I just pop in, I'm like, yeah, okay.
It's
Just leave.
It's like, oh, you're still alive.
He's still alive. God, what a loser. But yeah, I think truthfully, Harris should win. I don't know how it's going to go, quite honestly.
Yeah, you really
I
don't
keep
know what
hearing
this-
stuff that this is what the right wing says.
Oh,
Trump
yeah,
supporter.
yeah.
It's rigged, already rigged, man. It's
Then why
so
vote?
rigged.
Don't even vote then if it's rigged.
I was like, yeah, perfect. Just don't vote.
Yeah.
Just don't vote. It's better for us, quite
It's like
honestly.
I don't even know why. Actually, I know why you guys are mad. It's because like a lot of you guys are like single and lonely. You drove out the people you love out of your lives. Now you gotta like dig deep into this shit to find some kind of like.
Oh, the lies are catching them in the closet.
Well, no, it's just that. I'm just saying like they gotta like dig deep into this fucking like lunacy just to like find some sense of belonging. But
It's true, man. You know, I don't know, man. There's so many things, but like.
no, that's what I kind of met. Like I've met a few Trump supporters. Those guys are like, well, they're not divorced like dads. They're like single like mothers or grandparents who like just let their egos get the best of them and they drove out the loved ones in their lives.
See, unfortunately for me, the ones that I met are all incredibly racist. And then the funny thing is, the ones that are not even full white or Caucasian
Are even
are
worse.
incredibly racist again.
But you know what that says, right? Like not all cuckolds, not all people into cuckoldry are racist, but all racists are into cuckoldry. So if you want to bang their wives, you can do that, Mike. You know, I can do that too, but I don't know if I can get away with it once I get caught. Oh, actually no, because if it is cuckoldry, then they have to watch. So hey,
I have a story, you know, when we do our story times and everything, right?
he's a Trump supporter too.
Who?
The guy you're talking about.
Oh, hugely. You have no idea.
And I seen the message. I seen
Hugely.
the message he sent you, Mike. He showed me.
Dude, can you save this for me? I
I'll take a screenshot, but
Yeah.
I was gonna say like those are some very like I'm getting some very cuckoldry vibes from those.
So you guys don't know what cuckoldry? Just literally just think of like, you know.
It's like watching. It's like paying someone to fuck your partner.
Yeah.
Pretty much, while you watch. It doesn't.
And I would. I actually would a little bit. No, but no, don't stick your dick in crazy. That's a rule. That's a rule for everybody. Do not stick your dick in crazy.
I don't know. I guess like I wouldn't follow that rule.
You would fall. Shut up, man. You would.
I don't know. Like I guess depends on the kind of crazy. Because like I don't know. Some people are kind of
No,
excited.
because you get connected, right?
Yeah.
You know, what if something happens during it, right? What if the gentleman comes up and starts kissing you on the neck and shit, trying to get in?
Kissing, but he's watching though.
No, dude, that's not how it always works, man. Usually they can
He's-
watch and you know
He's
start
paying
like
for
you know.
the show.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, so when you're in like deep into it, right?
Yeah.
To come up right next to you and decide.
Oh what? Oh, he starts
You know, biting you and getting.
he
He's
starts-
already naked, right? And he's
He
like,
starts bending
yeah.
you over.
Yeah.
Say,
You know?
Peter, stop! It's me.
Oh yeah. Oh, that image you showed me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a great image. It's like what
It's
oh,
like the
yeah.
Green Goblin from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Like it's like the saying goes like it's like when you're fucking your friend's girlfriend and then your friend starts bending you over. It's like, wait, Peter, stop! It's me.
But
Yeah, no, you guys are like a mess. I mean, I'm a mess too, but you guys really do take the mess, you know? You do take the cake and put an icing on that. But I guess I'm trying to say what else about the politics. Do you see, So I know you won't go away, but you kind of feel like he would die sooner rather than later. Do you think like after
He shouldn't
died-
run, man. He's too old, man. Him and Biden, I'm happy. Well, I was really shocked Biden did what he did.
Oh yeah, what's your opinion on that? Like the change up in the last second.
That was when I first heard that, I was like, Trump already won. Trump won right there. When Biden literally said, fucking what, 2 months?
Ago, 3 months.
3
ago?
months. It was
Yeah.
like it was not more than 5. It was like literally.
pretty soon,
I would say seconds, quite honestly, if I'm being very, very exaggerating right now, but it's like he canceled out literally at the time when how I thought it was like when you're going voting on November 4th.
Yeah.
Like that's how it felt. Like he said, "Oh, I'm not running anymore." Like that's how it felt to me, and I was like, "Fuck, we're doomed." That's just it. Trump won.
I was gonna
Trump
say,
literally
yeah.
won, and then I was really shocked when they said Harris, and I still thought, and I kind of worry on this, and I still think about this, because it's so late. 3 months. She has some experience.
Yeah, she does.
Right?
Yeah.
But I was like, this is not against anybody. This is just the facts of the world, right? Unfortunately, the world is ruled by what? Men, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Most of the time, yeah.
But behind those great men is, I
There's
love
a-
that quote.
there's
It's
a-
a strong and beautiful woman.
I
I
was
still,
gonna
I still
say-
believe that, sort of.
I was gonna say like Cleopatra, but then again, I don't know.
No,
like,
she corrupted and was the snake of the whole operation and killed
Uh.
like the besties of friends and everything.
exotic, huh? Just
But
kidding. It's like that. You seen that? I was gonna say.
wait, who's Trump's wife right now? What's her name?
Melania?
Yeah, what if Melania was the one actually running? Like,
Oh,
like
like
doing all
she's
the
the
whole
puppet.
thing.
She's the puppet master.
Yeah,
This
she's
whole
the
time.
puppet master. That's why everything's so fucked up and
Yeah,
shit.
no wonder. I was gonna say I haven't seen her anymore. Like,
But yeah, when Kamala came in, or Harris, I was really worried because it's so late in the game. It takes years upon years of preparation,
yeah.
for somebody,
No,
because you have to gain the money, gain the support. You're doing all the tours. She's doing everything. Like fucking somebody's putting like a lighter on your nutsack, man. You have to go, you have to literally fucking go so fast and get away from that fucking. You know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah.
Like her ass is lit on fire for everything, going to state, versus Trump. He's already been to all those states, and then but it's funny because Trump is actually super worried now.
He's actually been rattled.
Yeah, and he's actually showing his true colors, and that bullshit, of him trying to get assassinated. I don't see no fucking scar or anything. It looked like he got a piece of his ear missing, but if you look at the pictures, the piece is full. And they showed a picture. Remember, I think I showed you a picture. Remember, of a veteran who got his ear shot off.
Yeah.
Same mark and everything, right?
Yeah.
He's missing a piece, right? But when it came to Trump and everything, you see nothing.
No, you see nothing.
But anyways, we'll talk about that a little bit later if we do. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm still kind of concerned and worried, right, of how this election is going to turn out.
No, I kind of
And then, the next thing we'll talk about is, of what do you think is going to happen depending if one versus the other wins, right?
I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
But, yeah, that's how I feel, man. Harris was just out of fucking nowhere. This is the first time ever again in political science, in my opinion, of what I've studied and learned, that this ever happened, right? And this is going to be one of the most interesting races, in my opinion. Go vote, please. Please go vote. This is a very important election for me. It is, especially against Trump. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that? How you felt?
My reaction when I first heard Biden got dropped, I was like, who's actually gonna replace this guy? I was gonna say no, a lot of Democrats are really that likable as people,
They're not.
No, they're not. I mean,
Who's the chick? The skinny chick? Who's always saying something?
What skinny chick?
I'm trying to remember her name.
But I think if it's someone who I think, is she Hispanic or?
No, she's white. They make jokes about her all the time. She's super, super old.
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
Her running, I don't know.
And then that's what I was thinking. I was like, is she gonna be running?
I think it would have been another death sentence if it was Hillary Clinton, because I mean.
No, Hillary's done. I don't
know why
she
she
chose
still-
never to do everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really blame her. No one really likes her. I mean,
Too bad, man. I mean, but the thing is,
she could have been. She could have been an effective leader,
But she did
her,
the most fucked up thing. Again, she did what Trump and Biden did. Literally, could have jeopardized a shit ton of secret information from the U.S.
But she did it though.
She did, but the Republicans used that.
Yeah, I know, but
against
it's
her
but
hugely.
But yeah, see, there's a difference.
But then when Trump got caught, oh no, those are just
oh no,
non-important papers.
Yeah, nah. Well, I mean, those guys, Hey, like, would you still vote for Trump if he raped your daughter? Nah.
They probably would.
Yeah,
Because they would be like,
no,
I'm
no,
honored that you came to
No,
my
it's not
daughter.
that. It's not really that. They kind of would be like, well, she was like, enticing Donald Trump with that really short skirt or some shit like that. But
So much horrible shit, man. That, like, oh my gosh. But anyway, so yeah,
but
going back
like,
for Biden.
so yeah, like I'm
so
actually
let's go ahead.
surprised to hear Harris, but at the same time, I was like, I guess it would be her because she's the second in line, right after Biden. But yeah, actually no, like surprisingly not that bad. I heard she actually did really well in that debate against Trump. Like even like a lot of Republicans feel like he lost, but not that like it really would change people's.
Was that one the one
opinions.
we were talking about eating cats and dogs and shit?
Yeah, that one, yeah. It's really weird, but hey, I mean, like the stereotype for Haitians isn't like that they're like eating dogs and cats. That's for another group of people, sadly. But the stereotypes about Haitians is that they're into witchcraft. But there's nothing wrong with witchcraft. I think like even Christianity's got a little bit of witchcraft in them, It's a little metal, but actually no, it's kind of boring too. I ain't gonna lie. But no, I mean, he's surprisingly doing well. But yeah, I guess that was my first fear because I was like, well, who's gonna replace him? Because like no one really is likable, and like in the Democratic Party either. I actually felt like Biden actually still could have won it, even though he's like
He was supposed to win it.
he was like senile, right?
Well, I mean, him falling over, can't remember what he's doing right. People have still voted for him though.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Because
but
you
it's
literally
okay,
had.
though. You just
Why
pay
am I
the
doing this? Why am I doing this?
because you're nervous.
No, I'm thirsty. And I could already smell it, dude.
I was gonna say like, but the thing is like, what was I gonna say regarding? Oh shit, I lost my train of thought now. It's like I was gonna say.
You're talking
like,
about Harris and everything being brought up.
Oh yeah. No, so like, I mean, Biden is old, but I was gonna say like, so is Trump, and like, isn't like you just when you're president, don't you just pay people to do the work for you, and you just sign that? Don't you just sign it when it's brought up to you? Isn't that how politics work?
Yeah, you don't want to know how politics work, man. It gets worse and worse.
So am I half right though about that, or like,
Do you remember school? What was it? Oh my God, that was horrible.
I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, literally. How that song is.
He dies.
I felt like he died because that's how a lot of bills are. They never make it to the president, quite honestly, or they get stalled at one particular part from either the House or the Senate. And yeah, that's why we don't get a lot of shit because everyone's greedy, man. But anyways, so when you found out, how do you feel about Harris running?
Right
and
now,
do you think that she actually has a very good, or you're not worried at all? Like, how do you feel about that?
a little worried because, well, I mean, like, so when there was like a little bit of serotonin when she actually started running for president because I was like, oh shit, she's getting this shit done. But now, like, that train has slowed down a bit, and like, I don't know, you always hear different things from the polls. One poll says like, oh yeah, it's like, nah, Harris is winning. Other polls, I mean, there's probably a little bias too, but like, no, Trump has got the lead on these states, so especially on the swing states, which is where the voting really matters. Because the states we're in tend to vote blue. They tend to.
No, I
not
think
always.
we're red now.
Not Maryland though, or is it?
Maryland's red.
Oh, is it really?
I think it's red.
Because I remember.
Northern Virginia turned red.
Oh, well.
Well, actually, no, I think we're red now. I don't know. I gotta check that, but I think we were always blue, and then people hated Biden, and then like we turned red because we elected a senator who's red.
Oh, I thought he was a governor.
He's probably governor too, man.
Yeah.
I know because he took away, the fuck you, man. He took away all the porn.
Maryland rules.
I have to go to Maryland, man.
To watch his porn, yeah.
And I did.
And he did, yeah. And he downloaded.
And but what I will say is I lost it in 3 days because it re-triggered on my phone where I'm at. So I'll be back at John's house, creepy, just to get it back for a couple more days. But anyways,
3 days. 3 days. 3 days grace.
3 days grace period.
Yeah.
Release the sin, as John said.
Yeah.
Release my sin. But
So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I already told you. Well, I mean, like some people do let their misogyny get the best of them. They always say that, like, president's a man's job.
Well, that's the other thing. How do you feel about? Oh, so we can go into that, right?
Yeah.
So this was the other worry I had, and this is a very interesting ride. Can be controversial, but me and John will talk about anything. You know, because
For the right price.
Well, if you pay us, I will sell whatever you want. If you, you know, if you pay us money.
I tell you where I hit the body. What?
Wait, let the bodies at the bottom. I was just thinking, I was like sucking a dick there.
It's a mic. It's a mic.
Fucking, who's that Pokemon? It's a mic.
It's a mic.
But
let me pull out my Pokédex. Hold on.
Why does it sound like it was your dick, man? It's like, let me pull out my Pokédex, my dick.
I guess I can call it that now, my Pokédex. I just call it a Braunschweiger.
Braunschweiger. But here's the huge question, right?
Yeah.
And this was also a huge concern. Is the world ready for a woman, especially in a, like, you know, most powerful nation, right? USA all the way, to run it? And how do you think that will affect politics? How do you think that's going to affect the world of how it views the U.S. now? And will people use that horrible joke that you told me earlier about that certain time of the month?
Yeah, certain
so,
time of the month, yeah.
Let's go with that, John.
Well, me personally, I mean, if, you know, what have I said? If you're old enough, you're good enough. No, just kidding.
Damn, John, you said that. That's going to be there forever.
No, let's say like, no, if you're good enough, you're old enough. That's the real saying. But, you know, applying to old people, sometimes I say, well, if you're old enough, you're good enough, son, you know. But honestly, you know, like, I'm pretty sure she's in politics for a while, so obviously she's obviously competent to do this shit. I mean, I have like, I wouldn't really mind if my boss was a female or a male. It doesn't really matter.
All my bosses are female. Literally every boss I've ever had was...
Actually, for me, yeah.
Oh, no. It's banking, been mixed, but right now it's all girls.
Oh, yeah, for me, it's kind of like that too, where I work. Yeah, it's gonna, well, I would say they're all competent. Yeah, very competent, right for the job. But I will say, like, there's a lot of people out there, you know, and for not just in this country, all over the world, that just don't like, I don't know, they view ladies as irrational, and like, you know, and what's the other word? Irrational and delicate, incompetent. Like, what's the word? Like clumsy, klutz, I guess. Yeah.
They're clumsy, klutz, worthless. You're only needed for one reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and also, you know, the word I don't like using a lot is slave.
Oh, I was gonna say slutty, but.
Yeah, slutty. I mean, it's really sad, man. You know, we'll talk about that another time. You know,
I was gonna
when
say,
one
like,
girl has
just one guy.
One guy, they call them a slut. But when a guy does it for like multiple women, right?
They call it a gigolo.
Yeah, you know. No, they call him like they call him a boss.
A boss.
Yeah, they're like, oh man, you ain't no sluts, man. You're a boss.
A boss man.
But we'll talk about that, like, you know, a little bit later in different kind of podcasts of that.
Well, I was gonna say, like, well, you know, it doesn't really matter. We got a good military. We can turn anything to a parking lot if we wanted to. So.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, like,
you have no rights when you own a house.
Yeah, you don't.
If the military needs it, you can't win that. I can tell you that.
It's like the secret. Have you heard of the Secret Service when needing to use a bathroom, so they broke into a barber shop?
I didn't use the restroom. It was like the door was open, dude.
It's like, sorry, sir, fight or flight.
Fight or flight. Oh, John, if we ever get there, man. And if one of us learns how to do editing and everything, dude, we gotta have like moments of that, like little clips of that. Fight or flight!
Just punch people in the face. Sorry, sir, fight or flight. It's on its way.
But, okay, so you answered, like, how do you feel about a woman representing? Okay, so the next question is, like, what do you think is gonna happen?
So...
If a woman was elected, or, you know, Harris was elected, how do you think the world
would react to it? A lot of these, like, right-wing people will be on suicide watch. Like, I don't think they could. Well, one, it's not just a lady; it's a colored lady that won the. You know, it's like that's a double whammy for them. You know.
True, not white. Yeah, you're right.
Not just white, not just a lady, but a lady.
I totally forgot about that. I forgot about the race thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, it's not just a lady, a colored lady. You know, so. You know, like, so those guys are not. Obviously, they're not going to take it. Could there be another January 5th? I don't really know. I guess there's going to be like a lot of National Guards now. I mean, if they learned anything, there'll be like a National Guard there ready to fuck shit up.
Well, take action this time. You know, don't just let them trample over you. If they start doing stuff like that, then you have all the rights and everything.
I mean, I know like people call like there's like that dumb propaganda shit from like the right that says like there's like a lot of these like terrorist left-wing groups, but a lot of these terrorist groups are right-wing. We
saw it firsthand.
Yeah,
we
saw,
literally saw it firsthand.
Yeah, we weren't there at the Capitol, but we saw like a lot of these like right wingers, like Proud Boys. What else were they called? Like
having guns,
3%ers and shit like that.
Yeah, you're really tough with a gun, man. You're really tough with a weapon.
And
Yeah.
I mean, you guys would really win in a hand-to-hand combat, but yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I would say maybe not.
No, actually, I don't really think. I mean, just being big isn't really. I mean, it's helpful, but like, a lot of those guys don't look like they could run a mile, let alone like, you know.
What I'm trying to say is, yes, John is correct in that, but don't ever underestimate.
Yeah.
You know, your opponent. That's what I'm saying. You know, if you don't know how to fight,
Overestimate.
Yeah, you know, overestimate your opponent. If you don't know how to fight, and you're assuming that guy doesn't know how to fight, it's anybody could win.
Yeah, well, it's a free for all.
Yeah, it's a free for all. You know.
There's that. I was gonna say like, I mean, like, it's kind of funny. The people who try to kill Donald Trump are actually supposedly like conservative and like lunatics. So
yeah, but then they flipped the script though.
Well, yeah, that's what they always
do. They flipped the script. It was, but yeah, we'll talk more about that when we actually do the podcast of what happened after the election.
Yeah, absolutely. I see that happening. I obviously DC, you know, because that's where all the government buildings are. So you know, gonna be.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see, man. I think it's gonna be high alert. See, what I'm hoping businesses do after the election, that everything closes down. You know,
well, everything closes down. You know what that means? No traffic. God, I hate traffic. Yes, I do.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? You're relaxing right now, man. You're talking to a guy who drives like an hour and a half to get to work.
Just thinking of no traffic just sounds so nice.
It's always nice, man.
That's what I miss about COVID. Ironically, like there was no traffic.
You're right, man. I totally forgot COVID. There was no traffic.
There was no. Everybody was in the house. Everybody was in the pod. You know, like. But yeah, so that's what I kind of see. Like, obviously, like Donald Trump isn't gonna take it. There's probably gonna be a lot of he's going to take it. But like, there's gonna be like a lot of like dumb loop-de-loop like politics and conspiracy theories that like votes weren't counted and all that.
They're gonna say that first day, and they're gonna what Trump's gonna do what he did the last time.
He's gonna call an early victory and then go home.
Oh no, I was gonna say he's gonna recount. He's gonna recount.
Forever.
He's gonna recount, and then you're gonna have the Trump supporters saying, "Please do the same thing, recount." See, this is what I'm afraid of when it comes to.
I was gonna say, so you're saying like a forever recount?
Oh yeah.
Like no one becomes president.
No. Somebody becomes president, but they keep doing the recount. You know, this is what I'm afraid of, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to November 4th, is there's gonna be those right wingers, those little Hawaiian boys, right?
Hawaiian boys, yeah.
Yeah, you know, that are having AKs, guns, and everything strapped onto their vests and everything, and they're gonna try to influence or you know what I'm talking about, saying, hey, you better vote for them, or something, gonna do something. I'm waiting to see that in the polls.
Kind of want to do the polls now. You kind of just want to live life, and so we're like, so what you're gonna do? Like, give me take me to a lovely dinner so we can discuss about like life.
So that's the life.
Buy a treat, like.
But I'm serious, man. I was thinking about that. Like, I was like, I can totally see, in certain set areas, people actually having guns and everything going up to you, and then if you say you didn't vote, they start beating you up or something, or follow you home or do something, right? That I don't put that past people, man. That's the worst part, especially when we saw what happened on the January riots and everything. I don't put that. That opened my eyes even more that we live in a very questionable, kind of state and time right now.
Oh, I mean, we always lived in the wrong timeline, so.
And then also with how Trump has influenced and inspired so many of these individuals, right? I'm actually concerned and more worried more than ever, especially for this election, of how it's going to turn out. So for me, truthfully, what's the questions again? It was how do I? So a woman running, I don't care. I don't care about gender or race, as long as you have some sort of pre-qualifications for the job itself.
Yeah.
You do your best, especially when it comes to politics. Don't be dumb. Don't take bribes. But that's kind of fucking impossible.
Yeah.
But when it comes to presidencies and everything, right? You should have always the best intent to serve and help your community, us, right? you know, stayed strong to the military. You know, if I was president, you know, I would support our veterans left and right. You know,
Well,
stuff
they-
like that. But anyway, so that's a whole different
They
topic.
don't
But
though. Sorry,
yeah.
guys. You guys.
I don't know why, man.
I've talked to some of these. Can I talk about it? Like some of the military people. I've seen their mentality. I kind of, in some ways, there's some admiration. You know, don't really care about the government. But
yeah, because it left him.
yeah, but they join in there like going like, oh no, I just love America. I just love the land. I don't really care about the government. But like, you work for the government. Like, you're just an asset to them, a pawn in the machine. You know.
Yeah, but that's how they trick themselves. If you think about it.
Yeah.
They tell themselves that because of what they did,
I
what they had
know.
to do, and everything, and now
I mean,
they're
listen.
getting treated.
I know. It's like you did what you had to do, man. Honestly, it's okay. Like, you know.
I love you guys. I love
It's
every one
okay.
single one of you, man.
Doesn't make you a bad person, man. That wasn't you.
I treated veterans too.
Treated.
Yeah, if I see somebody that she's there
that,
and everything,
like,
I was like,
I
hey,
got you.
can I buy you food for that day?
Like, I mean, I'm happy you're still alive. Keep trying
Yeah,
out there,
thank you.
man. Like, life's rough out there, but it's rough for everybody. Just want you to know that it's okay. It's okay to cry too. You know, a lot of you
Dude,
guys.
there's nothing wrong, man. You
I
guys,
cry.
Yeah.
I mean,
He cries in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Just get so do I.
yeah, I cry in the shower too, listening to like.
What's that new song you showed me? I love it, dude.
That's all right. That's all right, Zion. Nothing really matters to me anyway.
But I'm crying in the shower.
No, I was gonna say like.
I'm wiping my ass in the shower.
No, I was gonna say like I listened to what would be like the story so far like just all the
Oh, dude! Oh, that's so sad, man.
So the concept is like this guy has like this band has 4 albums all talking about is it the
But
same
one girl, I swear to
It's
goodness.
gotta
And then
be-
he goes back and forth. He's like, I miss you, I hate you,
I miss you.
I miss you, I hate you, I miss you.
What's that saying like men will start successful bands rather than go to therapy?
Dude, that's how bands are, man. You know, except pop, pop and country.
Oh yeah, you pop. You know, you country people are sellout too, man. I remember.
Dude, what happened to country? Country's become more pop now.
No, I was gonna
It's
say
like more
not just that.
synth-
Not just
synth-
that. I was gonna
synth-
say like you guys used to talk about like real shit about like unions and stuff. Now you're talking about like sucking up for the system. Fuck you guys. Fuck you country people, man. Like,
Damn, we're saying some stuff. But anyways,
no, it's true though. I can't stop. It's like you know they
but
used
dude,
to
that's
talk
every
about.
band though. That's every band.
Yeah,
now.
like they're talking about.
even some rock bands.
It's like they talk about like they're mostly talking about like
Linkin
you know
Park.
like yeah Linkin Park.
Linkin Park, huge sellout. Huge sellout. I hope our boy.
I would have respected you
you know-
more. Well, actually, I kind of felt nothing when you died, Chester. Sorry, but like.
No, actually, well, I didn't. It's sad. Yeah, a lot of people. It's
I mean,
true because you didn't know him.
I
right?
didn't know him. Like he
But
wasn't.
it really did suck because.
Doesn't mean I wanted you to die. I just want you to say
Yeah.
that, but like you know, life goes on, man.
I will miss him from the older days, you know, and also Chester did have a very fucking unique voice, man.
I will say this.
And
Like,
thank you to you, Chester, man.
Yeah, well,
You made some iconic songs that I still listen today every day.
I was gonna say like Linkin Park, you were better off just doing a side project. Like I don't.
Yeah,
know.
Mike Shinoda, man, I had so much respect for you, but I'm pretty sure it's your idea, right, to keep going with the money. It makes sense, you know, you got to pay the bills. I don't know what
Yeah.
you guys are wasting on, right?
Yeah.
But you guys should have done something different, man. And also, what you did the Fort Minor.
I mean,
is great,
I'll
man.
give the new singer some credit. She's got a nice scream though. Like,
She has a good voice for what it is, but
Right.
what she stands for.
Oh, yeah,
and
you're
also
crazy, too.
taking the name.
You're like
She's a Scientologist.
No, that's a.
And also, if our my friend, your acquaintance is correct, and they actually start handing out pamphlets of Scientology,
That's a
that
bad,
is a
bad
whole
sign,
different
son.
scenario
Yep.
where you guys sold out. But anyways,
That's a bad sign, son.
so going out for a woman leading, right? I don't care. I think if we did have something like that, it actually might inspire, kind of change maybe the perception of it. See, Harris has a huge uphill battle.
She's actually not a bad debater. And when she wants to, on a good day, she's actually a good speaker. But so she's got
Yeah,
that.
versus the last two we had Biden and Trump that were just very questionable. You know, they
like,
can't remember
like
what the
Trump,
fuck they're
Trump
saying.
can't even say Arizonians. He says Azerasians.
And then Biden is just like, what did I talk about?
He's just sleepy, guys. Come on.
No, he's old, dude.
Yeah,
I
he's-
don't blame him, man.
yeah,
Also, what the presidency does to you, man, like
Yeah,
4
he-
years, you age like 30 years.
He's still aged, so like he was 80, so now he's 100. He's got the mind.
Yeah,
of
he's like
110.
110 years old, man. I don't blame him. See, that's why I was like, why do you want to become president, man? I was like, yeah, you got safeguard, you have Secret Service register, you get $400,000 every year, right?
Ooh, that's more than
and
I
then
need.
for now. But But yeah, it's just like goddamn, Biden was starting to lose his mind. I don't blame him for what's happening, right? Also, he also did the Vietnam War, man. I don't know what the fuck he got damaged from. You know what I'm talking about? I think he was a pilot. I think he was a pilot.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn.
Dude, have you seen his old picture?
He's actually.
Dude, he was hot.
No, I'm not gonna
He
lie.
was fucking hot, dude.
He was actually a very.
I mean, he doesn't look bad for his age too, quite honestly. If I'm being honest, yeah.
No, he looks way older than I thought.
He looks way older.
Now, yeah, no, but seeing his old picture, I was like, damn, man.
Yeah, dude, he was really good looking, man. I was like, holy shit, dude.
Like you would look good today, even today's standards.
But Trump, I'm sorry, man. Trump, you literally
literally turned bald at the age of 20, man. Sorry, man.
And stuck with it, but
well, we all end up somewhere, right?
But I think Harris for this has a huge uphill battle, because I think the biggest thing is they're going to use the sex and then also the contradiction of her race.
Yeah,
because she's always said she's Indian, right? Now she's using the black card. Have you heard about that?
It's like, who cares? Like, people do it all the time.
Yeah, but we live in that kind of. The U.S. does that.
I know, but
it's really sad. It's like, why can't you judge it?
People do that all the time, though.
But why can't you just judge it on the character and what they're doing instead of what they look like and appear, right? I know that's going to sound fucked up to a lot of people. Yes, there are individuals who have done some heinous and bullshit thing, right? But hypothetically, what if they're actually doing great shit that kind of outweighs it? How do you feel about that?
I don't know, man. I guess I'm not, the one to judge in the afterlife, so.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, what I told you, right? All sins forgotten and wrong raised.
If you masturbate. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, sir.
Let the sin go.
Yeah.
But
number 3.
What was it? What was the other question I asked you? It was like Harris running, gender. So the thing we didn't talk about.
We kind of talked about the future, right? Well, I don't know.
No. We're talking about like after the election. So okay, here we go. This is my prediction, right?
Yeah.
If Trump wins,
I didn't talk about Trump winning.
Yeah, because we're saving that. I think this will be our last kind of roundabout, right?
Yeah.
But this is what I think, right? If Trump wins, I think there's going to be a lot of problems with current wars that are going on, especially.
Oh yeah, we're fighting holy wars.
We're there,
literally holy wars. Like,
and I think I'm curious. I don't know how it's going to go, but I don't trust Trump in that field.
I kind of like how all the Hitler particles went to the Middle East, man. Like, I'm sorry, man.
No, and that's just it, And then with China doing its thing, right? North and South Korea about to do their thing, right? Then we have the Ukrainian and Putin thing still going on. Russia and Ukraine.
Just a friendly rivalry,
But I'm really concerned of how Trump's going to handle that. Also, look, this is an actual fact: is he's old. Right?
He's old, yeah.
He's old. His delegations and everything have been really bad and off as of right now.
Even worse, way bad, yeah.
And then also of what happened and how he handled situations. I'm truthfully afraid. I'm afraid it's actually going to bring out a very, very quote, like really truthfully, man, a divided United States where some states are going to try to. Good luck doing it if you guys fucking do it.
Yeah, Texas has been talking shit all the time. They don't do.
No, shit. They can do it, but they're fucked.
Nah, they
are so fucked afterwards.
No, it's like y'all Texans ain't gonna do shit, man. Like you kind of need you're that state is so dependent on the U.S. It's not even funny sometimes.
Yeah,
man.
Florida, Texas.
Florida is gone. Like most of it is gonna be underwater.
Who gives a shit about North and South Dakota? Because they don't do anything.
The Badlands.
But that's what I'm afraid of, right? Yeah. And also it brings out more of a divide and also incredibly more racism. And also we start seeing more of our neighbors that we thought were cool and everything, right? Or they hate us.
Yeah.
When I say hate us, me and John.
Yeah.
And then if Harris wins, right? We talked about this. I'm afraid there's gonna be a fucking huge riot.
I was gonna say not like the best outcome, but definitely not the worst if Harris wins.
You literally are choosing lesser of the two evils.
Yeah, I was gonna say problems will still remain a lot, but they won't be probably worsened or anything.
And I hope they don't make that joke. You want to bring up the joke now?
Yeah. What if it's that time of the month, right?
Yeah, I've heard that joke with any sort of women if they're ever leadership and everything. They always bring that horrible joke.
I genuinely feel bad for y'all, but damn, that's such an old joke going back to since middle school for us, elementary,
Oh no, I didn't hear about that until probably truthfully in high school.
I heard that in middle school, man.
But I would say that, man. That's what I'm worried about, and that's what I'm because dude, I work at an institution. Right?
Yeah.
I bank. I do banking, right?
Yeah.
I can't tell you where because I don't want you to find me, quite honestly.
Sorry,
but I work at
I want to see you guys in person. Unless
at a convention.
At least at a convention.
Yeah, convention. But let's just say that I'm actually happy of where I'm sort of the area I'm working in because it's so far away from DC. But I'm really worried, man, of what's going to happen on November 5th when we find out who won. And I'm afraid for that week. And then I'm afraid, no, this is the other thing. I'm afraid there's going to be assassination attempts on if Harris wins when she does the what.
Yeah, like Elon Musk pretty much kind of like tweeting about it. He actually got a visit from the FBI. He's like, hey, cut that shit out, you know?
Well, really?
Yeah.
What
like,
was that about?
Like after the second assassination attempt, Elon, obviously this guy's not funny, but like, so, well, why don't they, why don't everybody try to assassinate, what's the name again? Kamala Harris. I wonder why.
Yeah, she said that shit?
He tweeted on it, yeah. He tweeted it on X, or formerly known as Twitter, and like he put it down. He won't say why, but he obviously got a visit from the feds.
You know what they also did on Twitter, that if you ban somebody or block somebody, they can still look at your shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I post nothing there. You've seen my account.
Yeah, they asked you to do it for my boy.
This
Handsome
is-
Man Industries.
See,
Dude, that's gonna be that if this ever takes off, man. We're gonna name our like clothing brand and shit Handsome Man Industries.
Yeah, Handsome Men.
Handsome Men Industries.
Yeah. I mean, the people love my profile pic on that.
But
Don't lie, it's a good profile pic.
It is a good profile pic. But yeah, I didn't know this shit, man. That's what I'm afraid of, man. I'm afraid there's gonna be more attempts on Harris from the right wing.
Well, not more, like actual attempts, because I don't think, has she got an assassination attempt? So far, it's only
No,
been
not yet, because no
like-
one's taking her serious. Because the right wingers are saying,
Oh,
what?
she's a lady.
She's a lady, and she's not gonna win.
Yeah.
She came so late. Look, and also she doesn't even know what she is. you
Yeah,
know?
she doesn't know who she is. Like,
And I'm afraid.
Is she a sassy black lady? I don't know. You know, like you ask me, right?
Man, I'm just like, dude. She has. If the person has the credentials, knows the ins and outs, that's all that should matter, man. It shouldn't matter with their appearance. But I don't know. That's kind of I don't know. It's kind of like a touchy subject, though. But we'll come back to it. But anyways,
so politics, no one's really clean, you know.
That's right, man. There's always blood on your hands somewhere.
Yeah.
So, John, here's the question. What do you think is going to happen, though? I gave my kind of 4 cents of Trump winning and then Harris winning.
I was going to say, that's why if I'm ever into politics, I'm wearing gloves. Because I can just take off the gloves, right?
Put a new one. I have
no bloods on my hands.
No blood on my hands.
So when it's like someone offends me, I do the classic, take the glove and smack.
It's like, oh, put new gloves on.
Why I never. So if Trump wins, man, actually, I think, I feel like that's just it. There's nothing else. Like, it's over.
Do you think it's just like game over for everybody?
Yeah, might as well just end
it's like end like the black screen. Like you just turn off the TV. That's it.
Yeah, end it pretty much. Like the guy has like.
Oh, his vice president, man, is fucking freaky deaky, man.
Oh yeah, he's out there fucking couches.
And the worst thing is he makes my name look bad.
I thought his name was like.
I thought his name was Mike.
No, that's not. That was the old guy, Mike Pence. The other guy's
really?
like, yeah, it's like
Oh,
JD.
shit.
It's JD Vance or something like that.
JD?
J like then
Oh,
D.
I was like JD.
Shady.
Shady. I was like, sounds like shady.
He is a shady guy. He's out here talking
Dude,
about.
have you looked at his face? Something about his aura, dude, and his presentation, man, looks really creepy and off, man.
I mean, he's a Republican. What do you mean? Like, yeah, of course these guys are.
Yeah,
freaky.
man, I've seen some liberals and Democrats, man. They're like, when you look at somebody, dude,
I know
when
what
you
you
look
mean.
at somebody,
I'm
you're
just-
like,
I was
there's
like-
something off about that
Like,
motherfucker.
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's what, yeah. I know what you mean. I've seen. Oh, actually, I cannot. I've seen people. I'm like, I was like, yo, there's something not right about you, man. I feel like you're like the kind of person that gets turned on watching someone clean a board of chalk. Like, yeah, that's just the kind of vibes I get from some people, man. Like, none of you guys are my friends though, so that's okay. Like,
Not yet, but we'll be fair.
yeah, I'll meet someone who's like into that, and I'll just question everything. Ooh, is that a message? Oh yeah, that is. Oh, it's my boy. He's asking if he wants to play pickup soccer. Anyways.
So finish your thoughts, man.
Oh yeah. So Trump was pretty much. It's kind of like I want to say going over. At least we're probably never gonna have another fair election in some ways. You know what I mean? Like an actual fair. Well, it never was fair, but like you know what I mean? Like an actual like election where like there's a chance of someone else winning. But to be honest with you, like if Donald Trump loses and he were to die, like the Republican Party just has nobody that's actually likable. Even worse, they have a
I don't
problem.
think we have any more Democrats, man.
But they actually have like a problem that's worse than like the Democrats though. Like these guys were just like god awful like, and weird too. Like that, they hyped up that one guy from Florida. What's his name? Ron DeSantis.
Oh yeah, he was. I totally forgot about him, man. Yeah,
Yeah, they hyped him up so much.
and then he just disappeared.
yeah, like literally Trump called him a meatball and he just disappeared.
Meatball.
Meatball Ron.
I can't believe how much like it is insane. And that's another scary part. Is like, remember after the riots and everything, right? Like huge influence of the Republican Party were talking shit about Trump.
And now, yeah.
And then they're like, oh no, I never said such
well,
things.
you know what they
No.
say, man. Push goes to shove. They bend the knee.
I just fucking chicken shit.
Well, I was gonna say like a lot of these guys are like pushovers. Actually, I hear a lot of those Republicans are closeted homosexuals who like to do a lot of cocaine.
I've heard that too. Wait a second, but you were doing cocaine.
But
What does that say, John?
huh?
What?
What? Oh no, I'm cool though.
Monkey
I'm cool.
boy?
No, I don't have a problem. What are you talking about?
I
I just do it socially, okay? I don't have a problem.
do it socially. I like that. All right, so
I just see game over. Like I
so
don't
game
know.
over, literally. So end game for Trump.
Yeah,
and then,
problem remains, and they'll just get worse.
What about Harris?
Problems will still be there, but like I don't see it getting worse like right off the bat. It can pretty much just, I guess it's a slow burn, but it's like in a good way, cause like hey,
A slow burn in a good way.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. That's funny.
cause like I don't know how to explain it, cause like well listen man, the real threat here no one acknowledges is climate change.
Oh, that's gonna kill us all, man.
Yeah, well most
And
of
then
us.
all the stuff that's burning away, melting in the Antarctic of ancient diseases and shit, man.
Bring it on, man.
Bring it on.
Just
Bring it
see how
on.
much-
Well, this guy fucking got COVID once or twice. No, you got it twice.
I don't even remember.
I think you got it twice, dude.
Unofficially,
Because it was from
yeah,
your family
yeah.
every time. The first one was from your father.
Yeah, first one. I think the second time was from my mom, but I never tested positive though. But I'm just gonna those machines, you never really trust them, right? Those
Never
testing kits.
trust. All here is like I'm like I don't want to go check. I don't want to see negative.
No, I did check. It said it came out negative. Like not the first time, the second time. Like when my mom got it, I tested it and it came out negative. But it's like
You weren't pregnant.
I'm not pregnant. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what if it was that pregnancy test?
It's like, mijo, you misheard, Ron. It was about pregnancy. What? I could have had a little brother at the age of fucking one.
My mom is like 60,
60.
64. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a blessing, mijo. I love how they always say mijo.
I don't know why.
They always say, see, it's different for girls, mija,
Mija,
but
yeah.
they always say mijo.
Mijo.
Mijo, mijo. Sorry, that was stupid. But
So yeah, like I don't know, like
so Sarah, so when you say to finish off
Well, at least,
everything, what do you mean by slow burn and
like
everything?
I don't
It's
know,
like a
because
good
like
or
the
bad thing?
main threat is like the climate change things, and like at least there's some acknowledgement on that party. That
It's
there
so
is-
keyword, but no one's ever gonna do anything about
Yeah,
it.
that's the thing though. Like then like that, there's so much things tied to that problem. But other things like economics and like social issues, at least they got their head on their shoulders. They're not gonna be just cutting like social programs for the heck of it. Even though a lot of these broke fucks from the mountains depend on it, but hey, I mean, you get what you wish for. So I don't know why you guys complain about the government not doing shit. That's what you want, don't you? Like,
Yeah, then they beg for it. Please help
Yeah,
us. Please help us with subsidies.
Nah,
I need help.
nah, it's
Okay.
like I give them 3 options. You already know what those options are, Mike.
What do?
Yeah,
What are they?
they can suck my dick. They can suck my dick.
You know what's funny? Suck my dick. I was like,
One, they can suck my dick.
no, but
Two,
you were
they
talking about you said 3 words. I was like,
I
is it
said
suck
3.
my dick? And it's like suck my dick, suck my dick, and
suck it
suck
from-
my dick. That's
from the
full-
back.
From the back. My 3 options, man. Suck my dick, and suck my dick from the
back.
ass. Oh, from the sorry. Great, now I'm just thinking of the fucking roses thing, man, that you said in the foodies review. So if you look at rose, it's a butthole with a stick in it, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. An anus with a stem. I
So
mean,
every time I'm sniffing one, I'm like,
just think of me, Mike. Just think.
think of you. Oh yeah, man.
But, like,
So
yeah.
what does your
But,
asshole
like,
smell like? What does your asshole smell like?
I gotta smell it again. I don't know.
Oh yeah, man, it smells like shit, Mike.
Nah, man, it smells like fragrances and flowers.
Fragrances and flowers. Which is it, man? Is it fucking flowers or fragrances, man?
Can it be both?
No.
No, I was gonna say also like yeah, like they can acknowledge like problems with like social. At least Democrats, Republicans can't acknowledge anything, even though these guys are like totally racist.
Yeah, but the problem with the Democrats, man, they're pushovers.
Oh yeah, they kind of are.
They can never decide. Republicans decide and then regret it.
No, they don't really regret it. They kind of lie to themselves. And,
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
Like,
So you're
you
right.
know that saying, right? If everybody knows they're lying, it's almost like telling the truth.
It is the truth. No, it's not. No, it is the truth. If everybody's lying, it's the truth.
It's almost like telling the truth, you know, like.
But yeah, I mean that's kind of our viewpoint.
Yeah,
so like to wrap everything up again one more time is, I prefer if Trump did not win because of past actions. That is not a leader, especially if you can't. Yeah, every leader will say, "Oh no, I didn't do that." But if you start saying one thing, then saying another, contradicting the first thing, but then you're saying a third thing, contradicting the future thing, right?
Yeah.
And also with the riots that happened, right, and how you handled that, the transfer of power, that was literally one of 101 basics of government is transfer of power, peaceful transfer of power, right? First time. That was the first time ever. Right, and then also this is the first time in a long time.
Probably not the last time either.
Yeah,
So.
well, that's what I'm afraid of, man. And it's not the first time. Sorry, we have not had an assassination attempt on a president since Reagan.
He kind of deserved it though.
Who, Reagan?
Yeah.
Well, Reagan was a weird one, dude. It was.
And the guy was he the guy that? Oh no, I was gonna say that's John Lennon, the one that
that's John.
read Catcher in the Rye, and just all of a sudden was like, I gotta kill someone.
Oh damn! Okay, I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's what really happened. They just opened his car and they found a book there of like Catcher in the Rye, and they just go like, that's why it's a banned book actually, because
I didn't know I've never read that book.
I read it. It's actually really disappointing book because like they hype it up as like something so bad 'cause it forced a guy to kill someone, but it's just a kid talking about his problems and like he's a disillusioned teenager. That's like
everybody.
That's every teenager. They're disillusioned with life. Yeah, like
especially now.
Especially now, yeah.
No, we had it worse. Now you teenagers have nothing bad, man.
No,
you guys have too much free time now.
I was gonna say no, they're lost in cyberspace, Mike. They can't.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's we'll talk about that another time because I hope I remember that teacher story, man. I was talking to a teacher.
All right, tell me after like the podcast ends, but yeah.
But yeah, so you heard it from us, right? The 2024 elections are gonna be interesting. We both agree with Harris. We're gonna see what happens, right? We're not sorry for the choice we chose and the path we're choosing for which side.
I don't know. I kind of don't. I'm not sorry at all. And like
that's just reality.
Talking shit about you folks down south or in the boonies, I don't really regret that either. I hate your guts.
I don't want everybody, but John does have some good points and everything. That
was that wrong?
You do have some very strong stereotypes, unfortunately. That make you kind of look bad towards me and John.
Yeah, sorry, like.
So,
it's like,
but I'm not saying all of you. I'm pretty sure there's some nice people. There's always nice people somewhere.
You mountain folks are very friendly, but you're just
not to us.
Politics, they're just shit, man. Like,
but yeah, like 2024 elections. So for the viewers, whoever's watching this, we would love to hear your thoughts on it. Please, if you can. I know it's going to be impossible because it is a political podcast for this one, and we're doing one more after the election.
Yeah.
Right, if we're still alive.
But in the meantime, we're going to do our next episode is going to be on something really funny.
Yeah, really funny.
I actually might read a fanfic.
So it's either going to be we do a short little episode of who won, our thoughts, and how it kind of turned out, and future thoughts. And then the end of November we do the very funny one, or we do the very funny one. And then the results, we're going to decide that. But we just want to let you know, this is probably the only time until the next 4 years, unless me and John want to talk about the the in between of elections. Probably not, because
let's see, we got the state of like what gubernatorial, or that's what it's called, gubernatorial.
Is that what it's called? I don't know. I just know it's just like for the state, and then you have the House and the mayor and governor that no one ever goes to.
Yeah, who cares about the mayor, man?
Hey man, it's small. It's a snowball effect, man. But yeah, just please, your thoughts, your kind of ideas, right? We would love to hear, about the electoral college, your thoughts on that, the 2024 elections, past events, how maybe it happened in your kind of area, what you think, when you saw the riots, or when you see the assassinations.
Oh, yeah.
We would love to hear it.
Yeah, well, life is so weird. You never know. Maybe nothing just happens. Everyone just goes back to normal.
I don't know why it seems like everyone just goes back to an egg. I don't know why I just felt like I could say some like crazy
It's like,
shit.
it's like crazy shit for one day and everything's just normal.
Yeah, that's what we hope. That's what I'm hoping for. And nothing happens, right? We go back to our normal thing, where it's a good transfer of power.
Yeah, maybe Trump will come to a sense and go, okay, I lost, guys. It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm not mad. I'll just disappear for a bit. I'll go to an island.
Or he doesn't dress up as Rambo. It's like,
he's not in shape to be Rambo. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. They just do like a whole what is it called? Like the fake photo.
Oh, the Photoshop. I hate those. I would respect them if like they just draw abs on his stomach. Like they do like in the. Like, with like a spray paint. Yeah, I would have more respect if he did that, but like, nah.
But yeah, just again, thank you so much for watching. Again, we're so sorry we do not remember the episode we're on because we are doing foodies. But please check out the foodies. I think you're gonna like the first episode. Let us know your thoughts on that. And the second episode, as you already got a little sneak peek of my reaction to this.
Chug it, Mike. Chug it.
Never. I did not chug that. That hurt me, dude. You know what? Because you did it, I gotta do it.
It's okay. I know you need that reason to feel dead inside. Come on, let's do
What
it.
the hell, man? I did not work for the Postal Service anymore, dude.
Oh, sorry.
That's a funny joke with that, man. All right, here we go.
Chug.
Oh my God, John. It's like coffee, man, but dark chocolate. I think I'm crying, dude. I think there's a tear coming from where I am. Woo!
You don't really have to do it if you don't want to. I see you.
If I had a glove, man, I would smack you with it right now, man. So no blood on my hands today. No, you did it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Can't be a bitch. Don't look at me. You're about to make me laugh with the spit all up.
Are you done?
Oh my God, yes.
I'm crying in your voice now.
Dude, that was no joke. It actually tastes like coffee to me now.
Like black coffee?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I've had black coffee. I don't drink coffee, just ever. But anyway, so bam, finish off. You see that?
No, I don't drink coffee either.
And bam.
Coffee's for the weak. You know what's also for the weak? Water's for the weak.
Actually, I like water. I'm starting to drink more water.
Actually, no,
don't listen to him.
You know what's kind of sad? Water's the actual thing that actually takes away the thirst, man. If I'm thirsty and I drink like juice or soda, I still feel thirsty.
You still feel thirsty? Yeah, do the same boat, man. But water, I feel absolute. But anyways, guys, again, welcome and thank you so much for watching Bubble
Zam
Podcast. Be safe, y'all, and do not forget to vote, please. My rule. Last thing I will say: you cannot bitch about anything with the government, how the world is and turns out.
If you didn't vote.
If you did not vote. So thank
exactly.
you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.